Hey y'all, welcome back to At Girls. It's me, Mandy. This vlog is going to have absolutely nothing to do with weight loss and everything to do about hair. So feel free not to watch this one. I won't be mad at you. I get asked a lot of questions about my hair. Like I get asked a lot of questions. Can you see my bunny behind me? I let him out of his cage and he's probably about to act stupid. Anyway, I get asked a lot of questions about my hair, and like seriously a lot. Like people inbox me about my hair too. So I thought I would do her name. Um, I'm going to assume it's a girl. Her name is Allure1223, and she had asked me a question. It was like yesterday or the day before, um, like what kind of products do I use, or like what products would I recommend sorry, to I seen him just walk by, to get big hair. So my hair is very big. Like seriously, let me see. I'm gonna measure it for you really quick. Okay, now imagine this. I'm like 5'9", like 5'9" and a half. Okay. My hair adds about like 2 inches of height to me. So that's about how big it is. And like when you look at it from the side, see it's like all spiky in the back. So the first thing you gotta do when you want big hair is, like, this is not gonna be like any sort of tutorial, because if I try to, there's no way I could ever do a hair tutorial, like, unless somebody was here, unless Tiffers was here and like she could film it while I did it, because I don't have like a little thing to like stand it up. So this is probably gonna be as close to a hair tutorial about my hair that you'll ever get, or about like if you want, like if you want big hair. Okay, the first thing you need is you need a good shampoo. When you want big hair, you don't want anything that is going to weigh your hair down. My hair is extremely straight. My hair is extremely, like, it's really slick. My hair is really slick. It's really shiny. It has absolutely no sort of wave to it at all. And so when my hair was long, when I kept my hair long, it had absolutely no body to it. So I have to be careful about what kind of shampoos I put in it. The only shampoos I will use a clarifying shampoo a couple of times a week, because I put a lot of crap in my hair. I'm about to show it all to you. So I will use a clarifying shampoo once a week, and any shampoo that I use is usually 75% of the time it's going to be like a volumizing shampoo. I don't use any sort of moisturizing shampoo because it will weigh it down. Like, no matter what, I feel if I use any sort of moisturizing shampoo, like, my hair doesn't fix good the next day. My hair doesn't fix good after I color it either. Like, I just put all this black back here and covered up my red. So like it hasn't fluffed up very good for like the past couple of days, and it's because it's got that fresh color on it. That color has all those glossers in there and all those like conditioning things in there, and it just weighs it down, which is why I often bleach my hair, which is why I like to keep color in it, why I like to keep bleach in it, because that bleach roughs up your cuticle, the cuticle of your hair. The cuticle is the outermost layer of your hair. Your hair is made up of 3 layers. I actually think it might be 4, but one of them doesn't count. I think it goes away when you're a baby or something, I forget. But your hair has 3 layers, so your cuticle is basically like a window. Okay, the window opens when you put color on it, and then it's supposed to close. Okay, and that holds your color in. Well, my cuticle is sealed really, really tight, which is why my hair is so straight and so sleek. My cuticle isn't open. When you put bleach on your hair, that window opens, so it kind of roughs it up a little bit. It kind of dries it up, if that made any sort of sense at all. So I will oftentimes bleach out my entire head. I don't bleach it yellow. I don't bleach it white. I don't bleach it blonde. I, I put like a soap cap on it, which is basically bleach, shampoo, and developer. You mix it all together, you put it on your hair, and to me, it's like a really, really good clarifier. Okay, my hair doesn't even get orange. It might get a little lighter at the scalp, whatever, but then I just put black right on top of it, and I get lots of volume. I don't recommend that, unless you know what you're doing. Don't just go around throwing bleach on your entire head. Don't do it, okay? So, you always want to start out with a good shampoo, and I told you what those are. I don't recommend Pantene. I don't recommend Dove. I don't recommend VO5. Some of those shampoos, they have, an ingredient in there that is similar to beeswax or similar to wax. And what it's going to do is that's the ingredient that when you first shampoo your hair feels like soft and glossy and it's shiny, and it's just like your hair is like the greatest it's ever felt. But over a period of time, that waxy stuff is going to build up on your hair, and it's going to get heavy and limp and gross and greasy. So I don't recommend those. Volumizing and a clarifier is what I use on mine. I didn't bring it in here because I didn't think about it at the time. Second, I don't condition my hair at all. I don't put any sort of conditioner on my hair. I put a leave-in conditioner on my hair, and this is by Biolage. It's the Hydroseal leave-in cream. It's really good. It'll nourish your hair. It's supposed to help out dry hair. My hair really isn't dry, but I just like it because it doesn't weigh it down. I put it in like right after I towel dry it, and it's perfectly fine. And plus, I put so much color on it, this just helps it out. Second, the rest of the products I'm about to show you are, they're all by Sexy Hair. That's all I use in my hair as far as like styling products and hairspray. I only use Sexy Hair. Every once in a while, I'll use some Biolage mousse or something, but Sexy Hair is what I use. So, Sexy Hair has two different kinds of root lifter. I actually have both of them, and I forgot to bring the other one. But this is the Root Pump Plus. This is the one that I use on my hair. The other one I think is just Root Pump. This is just a little bit stronger. I like this one much better, just because I like big hair and I like it to stay. And Sexy Hair has the greatest staying power I've ever used. And trust me, I've used a lot of hairsprays. And I like this one because it has like a little nozzle. And basically, a root lifter is basically like really potent mousse that you spray only at your roots. Okay, when you put this in, you want to let me see if I can do this. Well, I'll do it on this side. You kind of section it out. You do a line. See how that's a line? And you would spray it right there, okay? And then you kind of rub it in. When I spray this on my hair, I spray 1, 2, 3 in the back, and then I do one on each side right here. When you blow dry your hair after you have put this in, you want to blow dry where you've put your root pump first. You always want to blow dry anywhere you put your product. If you've put mousse, if you put your root lifter, if you use gel for any reason at your scalp, some people do, you always want to dry that first. You always want to dry your roots first, okay? Because if you start drying your ends, this is already going to start drying, okay? And it's going to start getting flat. You want to dry where you put your product and at your roots first. Also, a good tip about blow drying. Blow dry your hair the opposite way you're going to wear it. I am personally not a big fan of blow drying your hair upside down and letting it fly all over. You're going to get a big tangled jumbled mess when you're done, and you're going to end up brushing all your volume out. What you need to do is okay, see how my hair is parted this way? After I put my root lifter in it, I blow all this up. Okay? Then when this falls back down, you're going to have that bit of a bump. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, I blow all this over this way. And then when I lay it back down, it's going to have a bit of, like a bit of a bump. Same with this. I blow all this forward, okay? And then I start blowing it back. Another thing is I believe it's called palming. When you blow dry your hair, you can, this is your blow dryer, okay? You take let me see if I can get down. You take your hand like this would be my blow dryer. I'm blow drying it, palm it, you rub it, okay? It's going to rough up your cuticle a little bit, and it's going to give you that little bit of volume. Don't do it crazy. I mean, don't knot it up. There is a level of, don't do it so hard you're going to end up with this big, massive wad of hair. Just do it softly while you're blow drying, just like this. It's going to give you more volume. Okay. Also, I use a round brush on my hair. I didn't bring that in here. I do all this, and then right here in the back, I round brush just this top. Just because I need that little bit of a bump, okay? Let's see, what do I use after that? Okay, after I've blow dried it with my root pump, this is by Sexy Hair also, and this is the powder play. It's kind of expensive. We sell it for $15.95. I don't know how much it sells at other places, at other salons, but when you open it up, it's literally powder. See how it's got the little holes in it? Did you see it fly? Probably not. You sprinkle this in your hair at the scalp. Okay, when it first goes on your head, it's going to feel cool. And then you take your hand and you kind of rub it in all over. Like I sprinkle it all through here. Okay. What it does is it's kind of thick. It's going to like kind of dissolve up in your hair. Whoa. But what it does is this powder, okay, and what it's going to do is it's going to kind of coat each little piece of hair. So it's going to make each little piece of hair, just like this root lifter does, it's going to make each little piece of hair bigger because it's going to coat it. When you stick your hand up there, you're going to feel it. Your hair is going to feel dry. It's going to feel like a little bit gritty. Don't be scared. That's what it's supposed to do. The good thing about this is like you put this in and you back comb it. I always say back comb, but you know, like tease, rat your hair up. This is going to hold it like 10 times longer. Okay, this stuff is excellent. It is worth your money. I like love this stuff. I don't know how I was fixing my hair without it before. Okay, you put it in there, you rough it up. The good thing is if you don't back comb it throughout the day, you can stick your hand back in there and rough it back up. Okay, it also kind of dries the oils up at your scalp, which a lot of times is what can weigh your hair down. My hair, I usually can't go without shampooing my hair every day. Once I've started using this stuff, that powder, I shampoo my hair every other day because it keeps the oil at bay. Do you know what I mean? Like it keeps it down. So I can shampoo my hair every other day, which is great for my color. My color's not running out as fast anymore. The same, you could buy a dry shampoo. Sexy Hair makes a dry shampoo. It's in a red bottle, just like this is the Big Sexy line. Okay, this is the Big Sexy line by Sexy Hair. It's going to be in a red bottle. It's a spray. You spray it in your hair, and it's kind of like the powder play, only it's in a spray. And it's going to have like a little bit of cleansing stuff in there, you know, but it's going to like fluff your hair back up too. I don't like it. I much rather just prefer the powder play, put the powder play in my hair after I shampoo it. I can wear my hair for 2 days before I have to shampoo it. And that is awesome. Saves your color. Then after that, after I put this in there, this is something I don't use very often, but I brought it in here anyway just to show you. This is short, sexy hair. This is good if you've got really short pixie cuts. This is also good on guys who have like short hair that want to wear it kind of funky. The only thing about for a guy is it does have a girly smell. It reminds you of the beach. It smells kind of like coconut, pineapple, something like that. It says it's a texturizing hairspray. It's called Play Dirty. It's mostly like, to me, it's like a spray wax. It doesn't really have a lot of hold in it, so I don't know why they call it hairspray. But I'll spray this in the back of my hair every once in a while just to like, when it's starting to get really long, it'll kind of piece it out a little more so it doesn't look so helmety. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love big hair, but I don't want it to look like a helmet. I still want you to be able to see all the texture in it. And that's what this does. And you can kind of like spray it like sometimes when I'm running late or like especially like the next day after I've slept on my hair, I'll kind of spray it just right here in the front. And because it's like a wax, it'll just kind of smooth everything back down. This right here, this is Smooth and Seal. This is still sexy hair. See, this is all still sexy hair. But this is the short and sexy line. Okay. This right here is the straight sexy hair. Okay, this is Smooth and Seal. This is going to give you, if you've got static in your hair, you can spray this on it. It'll, you know, control the static. It will smooth down frizzy hair, or, you know, like just frizzies. You know what I mean? Like if you get them up here, spray it, it'll smooth them down. I use this as a heat protectant / flat iron spray. I don't flat iron my entire head. I only flat iron this bit right here in the front. That's all I flat iron. And I spray this on it just as like a heat protectant. And then I will spray it on it the next day, just to like put some shine back in it, because sometimes after you get all your product in it, sometimes it just looks dull. You know what I mean? And I'll spray that on there and it'll be perfectly fine. This right here is the Big Sexy Hairspray. They've got they've got 3 different kinds for Big and Sexy. This is Spray and Play. This is the one I use. This is like step 1. Okay. Step 2 is Spray and Play Harder. That one is pretty good. It's a little too rough for me. I still like my hair. I still like to be able to put my hand in my hair. That makes it feel very helmety to me. I don't like that one. The next one is All Nighter. All-Nighter is hardcore hairspray. All-Nighter is good for proms. It's good for weddings. It's good for if you're going to go all out all night and party, hence it being called All-Nighter. It's not an everyday hairspray. If you try and use All-Nighter every day, it's going to like build up on your hair, and it kind of leaves like a little white, like white residue or something on your hair if you've got too much in there. This is the one I use. It's perfect. I love it. What I love about it is some hairsprays, you spray them on your hair, it feels wet. I don't like to spray hairspray on my hair and like stick my hand in there to fix it and it feels wet, because that's just going to make all this work that you put into making it big fall back down. Okay, I spray it on here. I spray it on my hair. You can feel it on there, but it's not heavy, because the whole sexy line, the whole big sexy hairspray is about volume. So all of this stuff is going to coat your hair. Okay, so like after, if you've used all these products and you put your hand in your hair, it's going to feel dry. That's its job, because when you want big hair, you don't want any of that oil, you don't want any of that moisture in there. That's what's going to make it collapse. Okay, I think that's about it. That's about all I use. Every once in a while I'll use like a pomade or something in like the little puck, and I'll use it to like smooth this stuff down right here. But the most important things about big hair is making sure you have the right product, and you know you're starting out with a good base. And like the second absolute most important thing is your blow dry. You can't expect to get good hair, and you know you can't just like put this in your hair and it's big. You know, you have to have a good blow dry in there. To me, that is like the absolute most important part of big hair is your blow dry. Okay, if you use it like what I told you, if you use a round brush, if you're going to use a round brush on your hair, I wish I had brought one in here, but I'm not going to go get it. You want a round brush that is metal and it has the short little black bristles on it, because that metal brush is going to heat up when you blow dry. Okay, you always want to keep it moving. You always want to keep your round brush moving. When you stop making it move, that's usually when you're going to get it stuck. Okay, and the biggest thing, let me see. We'll use this. Let's say this is my round brush. Okay, when you go to round brush your hair, let's say I'm doing this bit right here. Let me get up close. When you put your brush in, don't just stick it like this and roll it. When you want big hair, put your brush in, push it up. See how I pushed it up? Roll. Because see, you've pushed it up, it's going to give you that lip. It's going to fall down, it's going to be big. Okay? That's, what do they call that? That's off base. It's off base rolling. When you do it off base, or where you like take your little strand right here, put your brush in, push it up, roll, and put your heat on it. And that's going to give you that bit of a bump. So, hopefully that helped y'all. Oh, I brought this too. A lot of people ask me my color too, what color I put in it. You have to bleach it. I get this at Sally's. This is Enrage color, and this is Crimson Red. It's a demi-permanent hair color. It works really, really well. Demi-permanent means it'll stain, but it'll eventually, you know, it's going to wash out. It has more staying power than a semi-permanent. A semi-permanent is going to come out in a few shampoos. This will fade over time. I put this on my hair like once a week. You know, probably, you know, you could probably go without, you know, do it like every 2 weeks or something, but y'all know I'm weird about my hair. So I like to keep my color looking fresh, because to me, when my red doesn't look bright or vibrant, it makes the rest of my hair look off. Like it just all doesn't flow. But I'm actually really considering going like a light pink. There's like a light cotton candy pink color that's made by this same brand that I really want to get. This brand you can find, I think you can find this in Hot Topic. It's a different name, but it's basically the same thing. Like I think it's still got a silver label and everything. It just may not be called Enrage. It's going to be more expensive though. You can get this at Sally's for like $10. Also, let me tell you one thing about this big and sexy hairspray. You can find this at Walmart. You can buy it at Walmart. Go ahead. I don't care if you buy it at Walmart. The one thing I am going to tell you is when you buy hair products when you buy hair products at Walmart, Kroger, Walgreens, places like that, the product is usually old. It could possibly be watered down. But the worst thing is you are not going to get a guarantee. You don't get like the salon guarantee. When you buy this in the salon, you get salon guarantee. You can take it back if you don't like it. And this hairspray right here is $17.50. Okay, you're going to pay the same price for it at Walmart. If not a little more, a little less. I want to say it's a little bit more at Walmart, but you are not going to get the same quality. Okay, if you're going to pay the same amount of money for it, I would go to the salon and get it. And it's going to last you a really long time. I promise. The first time you start using these products, you are going to know immediately when you've used too much. You know, they're expensive, but they are so worth it, especially if you want big hair and especially if you want to take care of your hair. You know, like you can't just throw like any old goop in there and then expect your hair to be in great condition. You know, so it's very hard for me. Like these are the products I use. I can honestly say I don't know very much about what you're going to buy at Walmart off the shelf. So I really can't recommend anything to you that's like comparable to that, because I honestly, I don't know, because I don't shop, Walmart products, like Suave, Pantene, VO5, Dove, what's the other one, Garnier. I don't shop that stuff anymore. They do have, at Sally's, they have something that's like comparable to this. It'll say, like they have stuff that's like, oh, compared to Paul Mitchell, compared to Big Sexy. I've never used it before. You could definitely try that first. I know they sell like the powder stuff at Sally's too. But I think that's it. This has run on for like 20 minutes. But let me tell you something that is just like my, like, hairdresser's, like, pet peeve. And like I've heard, like I watch tutorials and stuff, and it's like, I know y'all are licensed. Why are y'all saying this? But like I can't help it. Like whenever I hear it, you know how like you hear the sound of nails on a chalkboard? This is what it sounds like to me. Okay, we don't wash our hair. We shampoo our hair. You wash your clothes. You shampoo your hair. You don't pluck your eyebrows. You pluck a chicken. You tweeze your eyebrows. You don't paint your nails. You polish your nails. You paint a wall. It just like it literally makes me cringe. Like I can't help it. But I've been doing hair for a long time, so I've kind of become immune to it. And just like you don't dye your hair, you color your hair. You don't dye it. You tie-dye a shirt. You dye an Easter egg. You color your hair. I hear like I just dyed my hair like 50 times a day, and I'm like it just sends a chill down my spine. I can't help it. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have to edit the crap out of this because it's super long. But, okay. Bye, y'all. If you stuck through it, thanks. See you next time.